y'all, I'm Misty Massey. I play the cheerful, sun-drenched cleric Malibu. In real life, I write the Mad Kestrel series of fantasy adventures on the high seas, and I'm an acquisitions editor for Lore Seekers Press. You can keep up with me on my website, mistymassey.com, or on Facebook and Twitter.
Hey there, this is Sue London, aka the half-orc Ranger Elizabete. You know, the one with the badger. You might also know me as the author of Regency Romance books, and you can find me online at bysuelondon.com or on Twitter as Commander Sue, CMDRSUE.
Hi, I'm Melissa MacArthur. I play Polly D. Arton, and she is the lovable, huggable, totally adorable country music bard. In real life, I am the associate publisher at Falstaff Books and write some things once in a while.
Hi all, I'm Teresa Glover, and I play Baroness Elitas Moonbrook. And, at this moment, I have no idea what the hell is going on because I got kidnapped, y'all. In real life, I'm the author of the Caitlin Kelly Monster Hunter series with Falstaff Books. The most recent release is Blood Moon over Bourbon Street, and I'm also an editor at Falstaff Books. The easiest place to find me is probably at falstaffbooks.com right now because I'm a little hermity.
Hello, internets. It's your friend Emily. I play Claudia, the rogue who feels naked without her layers. In real life, I write under the name E.M. Kaplan, including the Josie Tucker Mystery Series, the forthcoming Virtual Vigilante series from Falstaff Books, and you may even find me as a producer on the upcoming Shingles movie. So check out the Indiegogo and see if you can help.
Hi, I'm John Hartness, and I play the role of Fandingo the Fantastical, temporarily displaced bard. What am I doing here? This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. Where did the... Wait. No. Wrong song. Sorry. In real life, I write multiple urban fantasy series and am the founder and publisher of Falstaff Books.
And I guess that leaves me, the lovable, huggable, sometimes cursed R.E. Carr, the admiral of this asshole armada. When I am not herding the cats, otherwise known as my players, you can find me as the author of the Rules Undying series, the False Icon series, which I share with none other than the Silas Kane, Rick Gualteri, and the upcoming The Accidental Summoner, which I finally finished, so I can announce it's coming to Falstaff Books.
Yay!
Yay! I finished something! So when last we left everyone, everything's fine. Really, except for the fact that our bard is now suddenly translucent. Marty McFly style. Oh, and did we mention that...
I'm melting!
Yes! Did we mention that Claudia is running off with a paladin of Torag to maybe get in her pants, and ever since she started that, it seems that the universe is imploding. Did we mention that it seems like Polly's mom had hots for her grandpa? What's going on? All that and more. Stay tuned to the upcoming adventures of the Calamity Janes. So, did I mention that there's a werebadger and a wife-beater that suddenly appeared in front of you, Claudia? Holding on desperately to Baroness Ella Moonbrook.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Hey, Ella, do you need help?
I'd really like to knock this little jerker out right now, but I'm trying to, hold on to propriety. So if he doesn't put me down in the next 15 seconds, no, thank you. If you want to try to talk him into putting me down, that would be delightful.
Claudia, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I, as most of you probably know, I have terrible charisma, but
So do I.
I can try to intimidate it. Say, hey, you jerk face, put down my acquaintance. Now. I mean it.
Okay. And then he grabs the paladin, and they disappear.
Oh. There goes that wonderful headband.
So, am I released now?
You have been released, and now there was a paladin that had the strong Karen-esque haircut and feeling of superiority. Now she's disappeared. with said badger. Can I have first off, can you click on your token, roll for initiative so I can add you to the order? And if you could please roll a wisdom save just to see what you remember.
Okay. I rolled a 6 for initiative, and my wisdom save was a 16.
So you have this fuzzy feeling. You remember you were just in a bar, minding your own business, and then you remember you got grabbed, and there's this vague memory of being fed gourmet foods, given expensive wine, and having beautiful young men and women in slinky outfits serving you night and day and a comfy bed. And that's about it.
And then that jackass came and picked me back up and took me out of there. I swear to God, if he ever shows his face again, I'm gonna beat his ass.
You have a vague recollection of someone calling Polly's name, and then they took you about to get into, it was something described as a train party.
Okay.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, they had like some toy trains and a whole bunch of drinking, but it sounded pretty fun.
Were they clickety-clack, woo-woo trains?
Yes. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, woo-woo trains.
Miniature clickety-clack woo-woo trains.
Of course. This is a family show. We would never imply something less than savory.
Oh, fuck that. We're not a family show.
Right?
We put the fun back in
when that
dysfunctional.
happened.
We put the fun back in dysfunctional.
Welcome to the explicit tag, ladies and gentlemen, where we say fuck like it's a comma.
Yes, we should note this is the only reason we can say this is a family show. We should note it's Fandingo's family. Take it as it will.
Oh, hell.
All right.
Reasonable.
Claudia, is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
Does anybody else get the sensation that we are Ella's nightmare and that she's we pulled her out of like some wonderful reality and hi, glad you're back.
It's like being Jason Alexander, and he dies and he goes to hell, and he's to be locked in a room with some gorgeous woman for the rest of his life, and he says, "Wow, this is hell." And the guy, and then all of a sudden from around him says, "For her."
I don't get it.
Everyone give Polly a pat on the head. We'll explain it later.
It's okay, baby.
Okay.
You're pretty,
Anything
it's okay.
else you'd like to do, Claudia?
No, that's it.
Malibu! Me. What you doing at the bar? You have just witnessed Polly has gone to transparent.
Yes, but as I recall, I'm also kind of ripped.
Kind
I've been
of
drinking?
is a relative understatement. It's to the point where everyone looks attractive,
Oh yeah, absolutely. We were there a long time ago.
including the badger.
Yeah, but the badger's way over across the room.
Yes, true.
And I'm pretty sure the last thing I was doing was laying my head over on Elizabete going, "You're my friend.
Yes, that may have happened.
I love you so much." And now I've noticed Polly is kind of
Has gone poof.
I can still see her. She's just see-through, right?
Yeah,
said-
like the cheesy ghosts from 90s cartoons that are just sort of an outline with a
Right.
little bit of a sparkle edge that's mostly her hair.
Sparkle.
Sparkly? She's sparkly. Elizabeth, look. And I'm slapping on her shoulder going, look at Polly. She's sparkly and you can see through her. I can see.
She's always sparkly.
But she's sparklier. And you can see through her. Look. You can see Fandingo right through her. How did you do that, Polly?
I don't know, but I hope I can keep this fairy hair. It's great.
Screw the terrifying existential nightmare. I love the sparkle hair. Okay.
Hey, we have to make things, positive wherever we can. I'm gonna
Transparency
run over.
is slimming, y'all.
I run over to her and try to touch her. Does my hand go through?
Yes, your hand passes through Polly.
And it tickles.
It tickles. Yes.
Look, Polly! Look!
You know, I was translucent for like a month once, but I don't think I was whatever the word for being a hand put throughable.
Insubstantial?
Insubstantial, yes.
Yeah, no, I just like hand put throughable better.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Insubstantial.
Hand put throughable.
Insubstantial.
Hey, watch where you wiggle that finger.
Sorry. I'm sorry. This is cool. I'm doing both hands through her belly. Whee!
You know, I've witnessed a lot of odd things, but something tells me this isn't right. Just putting it out there.
No, she's usually not. I usually can't put my hand straight through her.
Ooh, can we shake hands through her?
Yes.
Oh,
And I'll stick my hand through.
Yeah, same.
it tingles.
How many
Everybody
hands are going to be
involved.
inside me today?
Polly,
We're not going to
look.
answer the question about if your potential father is inside you right now. Please, God. Oh.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you had to go and make it weird.
it's my job. I'm
I
the
know, we
dungeon
were
mistress.
fine.
Yeah, I'm just shaking hands in her torso.
Look, it's his whole fist.
I know. I got fisted by my dad.
Ah!
Oh, why was that word spoken in that order?
You're welcome.
Yep.
There is no hope for humanity.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Nope.
So why is this happening, Paul?
I really don't know.
One. We're not. Let's not get too free with the Paul. Paul? What the hell did you call me?
No, her. I was talking to her.
Are y'all still shaking hands through Polly?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we might have moved on to like some weird hand jive bullshit at this point.
Thumb wrestling.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Malibu would love to learn that. So,
Finger games inside Polly.
All right. Well, Malibu, are you going to do anything besides stick your hand through your friend?
In, not through.
yeah, in because we did meet. Fandingo and I met in the middle, and we're shaking hands in her tummy tum.
If y'all
she's not
want
sure
more
what
room to
do.
maneuver, move up a little.
Okay.
No, I have to draw the line somewhere. There's a non-0% chance that you might be my kid, and I'm not feeling my kid's boobs from the inside. That's too freaky even for me, and I travel with Klaus Richter.
Well, at this point, it probably does occur to Malibu that this is a little bit off, and so I will stop and say, I don't think you're supposed to be like this. I mean, how are you going to pick up something to drink if your hand keeps going through stuff?
Your
Or
hand
stuff
went
keeps
through
going
me.
through your hand. Yeah, stuff goes through you. So
Or play her lute.
how are you supposed to play music? Oh my God, we got to fix this.
Can I try to pull out my lute?
Your lute has no substance. You have no substance. It just passes through.
Polly starts to flail a little.
Is there anything else you want to do, Malibu?
Panic.
But that brings us to Ella's turn.
Yeah.
Ella is grumpy.
You do see Claudia.
Of
Hi.
course. Hi, Claudia. So, what the hell happened? I mean, I was in a great place, and now I'm back, and I feel like I've missed something, because I know I spent a hell of a long time where I was.
Okay, here goes. Ready?
Yes.
We met some guy. He was, wait a minute. Okay, short version. Polly's in there, and she thinks she met her dad. That's about all.
I did.
She doesn't know that yet. No. Claudia's outside.
Allegedly.
Yeah. And what were you doing out here, Claudia?
Well, I was chasing after this woman because she had this fantastic headband, and all I have to do is listen to her religious stuff and experience some kind of conversion. But then, poof, she disappeared, and now I'm confused. I'm going to have to find something else to put on my head.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of stuff to steal from the people that were inside, or at least there were when I was in there, so why don't we just go back inside and see what we can find to add to your... And she, like, waves her hand at her clothing, your ensemble here.
Excellent. And actually, I am stripped back down to my normal layer because when we arrived at this weird place, which looks like another place that we were at, but is not the same place, I lost all my layers and I feel really bummed.
Well, Ella did notice that you were a little, less rotund with clothing, but, it's still an ensemble that
She
you're
doesn't
wearing,
even
and-
have bear ears.
That's
I know.
rude.
Yes. It's terrible.
All right. Let's
go.
go in and see if we can figure this crap out.
All right.
So you guys are going inside where
Yep.
you can see that Polly is transparent.
Ah, crap.
I don't think she was like that when I left.
I think
know
that
she wasn't like that when I left, but let's go see what's going on there.
I think that brings us to Elizabeth. Polly's gone invisible next to you. Well, semi-invisible.
Have I ever encountered anything like this before that I can recall?
Give me a D100.
46.
Not this specific. I mean, there were some lizards you met that could camouflage really well, but as far as you know, you don't have any reason to believe that Polly is a lizard.
All right, then I go, huh, and I take another drink out of my flagon and wait for other people to come up with answers.
That's
Do
my
I see
friend.
that? Do I see that Ella is behind me?
Yes, Ella is back suddenly.
I just look over at her, give her a little nod, the little chin thing, and go, want a drink?
Hell yes. Shit got weird.
Okay.
I think it's getting weirder.
Translucent Polly. It's your turn.
Can I translucent down through the floor?
Can you translucent down the... I'm trying to think what would be the skill. You've never actually been non-corporeal before, so...
I mean, so
How
if they
would you
can go
do it?
through me, how am I standing on the floor? Do I float?
That's a very good question. Do you look through to your feet?
Maybe it's your boobs. Buoyant.
Can I float? I want to lift up my feet and see if I float.
Okay.
The boobs make her spiritually buoyant? I mean, okay.
They are a religious
They have-
experience.
They have been
Weirdly-
referred to as flotation devices.
Maybe it's spiritual surface tension.
How do you try to float?
I lift my feet up.
Well, you can lift one foot up. The other one's on the floor. But if you try to lift the other one up, you lose your balance. It's weird. It's like the floor is real.
Okay, I'll just try to, like hop on one foot.
You hop on one foot.
That's not working. Let me try the other.
And you hop on one foot.
But she doesn't go through the floor when she comes down?
No.
Can I try to walk through that bar?
Sure.
Like, I want to walk at it like platform 9 3/4, just go for it.
Okay. Roll me athletics. You know when you run into like a table or something when you're not looking and you just sort of, it gets you right in the midsection and you just bend over it and smack your tits on the table?
Yeah?
You experience that.
Maybe try going slow.
Okay, I want to creep at it. Like, sneak up on it. Like, see if I could,
Okay.
sneak up on it and go through it.
You are attempting to sneak up on an inanimate object. Let me just
Yes.
clarify that. Okay.
Yes.
I give it 50-50.
Y'all, be
bar-
really, really quiet. We're hunting bars.
The bar seems to be holding steady. It is not moving.
Okay, I'm going to just creep really slowly and try to walk through it.
I don't think that's what they meant when they said bar crawl.
The bar feels solid.
Okay, well, I want to turn around and try to walk through Fandingo.
Okay.
Did I do it?
Yes, you can easily pass through him. You are now sharing the same space as Fandingo. You are within him.
I am in you.
You are in your daddy.
This is awkward.
It tingles.
It's really awkward.
It's kind of tingly and warm in here.
It's. Okay, I kind of like it. All right.
Why?
Yeah.
All right,
Why,
I'm just going to stay here.
did I leave my sacred space?
You just, okay, please move your token into his token. Yeah, you do kind of feel like tingly.
It's a warm fuzzy, just like holding a kitty.
Sorry, I think that's your turn for now.
Yeah.
Okay, Fandingo, there's a person who may or may not be your child in you. God, the chat is making it hard to
Is
focus.
this? I wonder. If you're inside me, does that mean I'm pregnant?
Pregnant or possessed, one or the other.
Well, okay. I mean, look, there are plenty of people have possessed me, but nobody's ever truly owned me. More like a short-term rental.
Bitch, please.
But hey,
Because you're as free as a bird now.
but just for, I don't know, because you're making me tingle in like my knees, which is not entertaining. Let me step to the side here.
You have exited the
you're-
poly.
So you're translucent.
Do I stick with him?
No, he's able
Okay.
to move away from you.
Darn.
You have not possessed if he
Okay.
is your father.
But I have penetrated him.
Yes. God, they're related.
Yeah, all right. So now that we've taken a little bit of the West Virginia out of the equation, something ain't right. People aren't supposed to be able to walk through people or into people. And we should not have been able to shake hands through you. Something's fucked up.
So when did this whole incorporeal poly thing start? I mean, I apparently missed more than I thought I did while I was gone.
It literally just happened. As soon as Claudia left the...
Ooh. All right, I have two
So-
ideas.
All right.
All right. Everybody, watch Polly. I'm going to step outside, and you tell me if anything changes again, okay? And then I'm going to come right back in. So I'm stepping outside.
Okay.
And now I'm back in. Did anything change with Polly?
With Polly, no.
No.
Okay, so that wasn't it. The other one was I had a note before.
You did have a note.
Did I drop it? Do I know what I did with it?
You still have it, don't you? You didn't return anything you stole from the
From the till?
from the till. I'm just putting a marker on Polly so we can all see. That's transparent Polly marker. It's a ninja.
All right. Claudia is going to dig through her pockets and look for the note. Let's see. I can't even remember what Emily can't even remember what the note said. But
The note was basically her wanting to secretly meet with her it was Fanny wanting to meet with her secret adoptive father for a rendezvous, if you know what I mean.
she wanted to meet with her adoptive father. Oh, I don't know if I condone this, but I think we have to see it play out in order for Polly to come back to herself. Is Fanny in the kitchen?
Fanny is still in the kitchen. They are making the drink of the gods. I believe it's like the orc flattener.
Wow.
Now,
This must be a serious drink.
the other thing, like
It takes forever.
you left with that really bitchy chick, right?
Yeah, true.
What happened to her?
She poofed. She poofed with a badger in a wife beater tank top.
Same
I
as
swear,
Ella.
if somebody else got my place in that world, there's
Yep.
going to be hell to pay.
It looks like she was taken to take your place in the land of unlimited mimosas
Mother.
and brunch foods.
Huh.
Well, I'm going to sit at the bar and console myself with something alcoholic.
Are you doing anything else, Fandingo?
Well, I'm kind of talking to Claudia about whether or not we have to let Fanny bang her dad.
Yeah, I'm a little uncomfortable with all of this.
Well, all right, hold on. So we thought that I needed to bang Fanny to make what's your name again?
Polly.
Polly.
Polly,
Right,
like
yeah.
you put in your pocket.
What?
Really,
You know,
That-
Polly Pocket. The toy?
Ah.
You play with it?
That sounds like
And you
that's
keep
a
it in your
euphemism
pocket?
I've never heard. Okay, now that's all familiar.
Yeah, Polly. Like in your pocket.
Yeah. It's almost
Never
like
heard it called a whatever. So
Just stay out of my pocket.
you walked into me.
No, I
so there was
penetrated
a
you.
super uptight blonde paladin of Torag that Claudia led out of the room after you guys stole all of Fanny's stuff, including finding the note about her possibly having an affair with her adoptive father.
I mean, I guess if it's what we've really got to do, I'll take the rendezvous. You guys can all beat the shit out of her dad. I'll take his place. We'll make a poly happen.
Yay.
Seems.
We appreciate
one
your
for the team.
sacrifice, Fandingo.
Yeah, look. I'm a giver. All right?
It's gonna be Polly popping.
Claudia, is there anything you want to do on your turn?
Can Claudia run over to the bar and just kind of flip the note on the other side of it? Because she does not want to hang on to it anymore.
So you're putting the note back. Did you put any of the money back or the dagger or anything?
No? Jeez.
All right.
Okay. Just the note.
Okay.
By note.
Just roll your sleight of hand. Get it on there.
Oh, okay. 20.
Oh, yeah. You just get that right back where it was. Without all the money or the
didn't
dagger.
see anything.
Meanwhile, you start hearing rustling in the kitchen and whistling like, "Oh, we're almost done!" With the rampaging, ivory talon-laden, orc-smashing drink of doom.
Good, because I'm just not sure I want to be conscious for the rest of this. People are sleeping with people. They're inside of other people. People are going transparent. Liquor sounds good.
So, anything else you'd like to do, Claudia?
If there's any liquor around me as well, I think, I'm not usually one to dull my senses because I like to stay alert. But in this case, I'll make an exception.
They are about to bring a drink that has been threatened to be able to level an orcish army.
Okay.
The whole army or just one orcish soldier at a time?
The whole army.
You can have a tiny
Dang.
sip.
Okay.
Anything else, Claudia?
Nope, that's it for me.
Before Malibu's turn, the door opens, and Fanny and the lovely bartender are coming, holding a tray between the two of them, laden with a scorpion bowl. She just walks right through Polly. Make sure to walk very close to Fandingo, and you know what I mean, give a little side shuffle. And
Hello.
Well, hi. It's nice to see you're still here. I'm Fanny.
Yes, you are.
And they set down like a charcuterie board, but it's just that full of shots and booze and a big foaming, sputtering cauldron in the center that looks like it may open a gate to another universe. Here's your ogre flattener.
Does it shoot like sparkles up out of the foam?
There may be sparkles.
Woo!
Before I lose consciousness, I just want to remind everybody we did this so we could get a treat for the cat. Just reminding you.
Oh yeah, there's still a cat in the kitchen sitting in there.
Totally worth it.
Okay, that'll be 1 gold piece, please.
I gotcha. I can cover this.
Okay.
Do you give her exactly a gold?
Yes.
She goes, takes it to the register, and all of a sudden you hear, "Oh my God! I've been robbed! I'm gonna lose my job!"
That is just terrible.
No!
The state of the world these days, you can't trust anyone.
But it was just here. Wait
Are
a
you sure it's
second.
not translucent like our friend?
Say what? What do you mean
Our friend Polly. She
translucent?
over there. She's translucent. She's non-corporeal. Whatever you want to call her. Are you sure your money just hasn't happened to do the same thing?
The bartender's like, "Ah!" and runs off screaming.
Huh. Well,
Ghost! Ghost! And Fanny's like, "Oh my God, I've been robbed! Ah! Help! Help! Daddy!"
Ghost? I'm just looking around like, what the hell is she talking about?
She's not a ghost. She's not a ghost. She's alive.
panicking.
Polly, aren't you
Okay,
alive?
Malibu, it's your turn.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm starting to drink. Just want to be clear on that.
Okay, you just are you starting with the shots or the bowl? This is important later for what level of difficulty the Constitution save is going to be.
First a shot,
Okay,
then some bowl, then another shot. Continue.
Malibu,
Yes. Huh.
you have a screaming, freaking out Fanny going, "Daddy!"
And I could have sworn I had a spell that would
you
calm
might have
people,
one.
but I don't.
You don't.
I don't think so. Because it's a cantrip,
think
right?
It might be level 1. Don't make me actually like read and do work like I'm a friggin' DM or something.
Maybe I changed it for something else. Okay, so anyway, I'm too drunk to think about spells anyway. So I'm just over there and I'm putting my arms around her going, "It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be afraid. It's just Polly. She's just kind of see-through right now. But she's not dead, I promise."
I've been robbed! You're the
I'm gonna
Can I lean over and look at her and just go boo?
When it's your turn, you can, but it's Malibu's turn.
and can I try persuasion?
Yes, you can.
That's a 15.
She's like still looking around, but let's see how smart Fanny is.
Hopefully not too.
Nope, she ain't. She's definitely. She's like, "But how did a thief get in if all of you were here?
We don't know, but
You have to help me if I lose this job. My parents might disown me."
we will help you. No, don't worry. We will help you. We will help you. How much did you lose? Do you know how much is missing?
How much did you loot, Claudia and Fandingo?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I didn't remember even being part of it.
Uh-huh. Checks the DM replay. I believe it was about 12 gold pieces and some silver and a knife.
Yeah, that much.
Okay. So we will help you. You know what I'll bet happened? I'll bet it was a thief that you could see through, and he bumped Polly, and that's what's happened to her. That's how he got in, and we didn't know. And I kind of turn her around toward Fandingo and say, "Wouldn't you agree, Fandingo? Don't you think you should come over here and comfort Fanny?"
Yes, I do.
If I lose my job, I'm gonna lose everything.
You're not going to lose your job. You're not going to lose your job. It's okay. We got you covered. It wasn't your fault.
I should never.
It was an
have
evil
left
it was an evil see-through thief that hurt our friend too.
Is it like the evil badger that harasses our village and takes away everything good?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Claudia's eyes are going to bug out, and she's going to say, "Oh my God, there was that woman with the fabulous headband that just all of a sudden up and charged out of here. Do you think she took your money?"
My sister? The paladin?
Yeah, she looked really suspicious to me.
She took an oath of celibacy. Which means she might be crazy, but But she's also a good person when she's not beating up the infidel.
Can't vouch that paladin does not mean you're not an asshole. Just putting that out there.
But she's my sister. And if she'd opened up, if she'd seen, has the vapors. She starts to swoon.
Huh. That seems awkward.
Are you going to let her fall?
Is it who going to let her fall, or?
Wait a minute. I guess I'm closer
Yeah.
to her. I'll catch her. I'll catch her.
Okay, so she's in Malibu's arms. Ella, it's your turn. There's a huge steaming drink. It's also Elizabeth, as you guys tied for initiatives.
All this talk of thievery makes me remember that big old diamond ring I had in my pocket before I was kidnapped.
Yes.
And I'm going to give Claudia the side eye and very discreetly check my pockets.
Claudia, did you attempt to steal her ring?
Not lately. I mean,
You still have your
God.
ring.
Okay. So, knowing that's in my pocket, I'm just going to sit back and kind of watch things unfold, because I have a suspicion that I know where the money is, but I also see how this is going to play out in our favor, so I'm just going to let it happen and I'll take a shot.
Okay, if you take a shot, please make a Constitution save, DC 10.
Okay.
Wow.
And
That
there-
would be a 6.
There we go.
You have been flattened by the orc flattener.
Yeah, the elf. Not sure you should have gone for this. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. You've probably hit it a little hard in Badger Fantasy Island, and you
Hey,
haven't
you
eaten
know,
enough.
A shot of
Booming.
this stuff may take me back to Badger Fantasy Island.
Elizabeth, you've already said you started drinking, so let's start
I
with the
know.
Constitution save DC 10.
Let's go ahead and see what happens
All right.
as soon as I find myself.
You are... Actually, I'm going to give you advantage on your next roll involving alcohol because you feel legit pumped. Like, your whole system has
I'm
been...
like Johnny Fever drinking alcohol and getting better reflexes.
Yes. You are like hella like in the zone, feeling great.
I feel so good. I grab that big bowl and I take a big swallow.
Oh yeah. Oh, you go straight for the bowl. I need a Constitution save DC 20. But you do get advantage.
Well, I only got a 16.
You too feel like you could be on Badger Fantasy Island. You are
I
yeah.
slide off my stool. Kathunk.
Yeah, we got some kathunkin.
Living out my half-orc dreams.
Yeah. So, we've got two of the party are just shit-faced. And
Down on the
now,
floor.
the door bursts open. Aha! With a halfling. I heard my daughter's call. What in heavens is going on here?
She's okay. Everybody's okay. We're okay. You it's good. She's all right. We're all right.
But my daughter has called to me. Fanny, are you all right? What's going? Is she sick? Oh no, we have a whole festival to plan. What's going on? What has happened? Oh no. And he's looking immediately suspicious. Has there been some sort of vile debauchery? Is that an ogre flattener? I didn't think those were legal anymore. Oh,
She made it.
what's going on? Polly, it's your turn.
Polly's just gonna try to hide in the corner.
Well, considering you're transparent, it's surprisingly easy.
I want to just hide in the corner and just be really still.
Okay. You are going to take a actual perception check to notice currently. I guess
Okay,
that
awesome.
makes it Fandingo's turn.
Huh. There has been no debauchery. To that I can attest. Now, some sins may well have been committed, but I think they were committed upon the livers of these two, and he gestures to the unconscious party members.
He hops up on the bar because he's a halfling, and that way he can be eye level and give you all a glare. What is going on? I say, this is my town, I'm the mayor, and I want to know what is going on.
So there was this badger, right?
He stares at Honey. Honey just looks up like, "Oop."
Not that badger. Like a were badger.
Are you telling me that the great badger napper is back in my fair city?
That is exactly what I am telling you. What the hell is a
Did
badger
he
napper?
attack my daughters? What about my daughters?
Ooh.
Where's Bella?
Is she the really bitchy one?
Claudia, it's your turn. You get to follow that one up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Claudia is not going to drink, even though she might have a drink in front of her. But she wants to carefully scrutinize people's faces. She wants to look at this halfling guy and see if he looks like Polly. And she wants to look at Fandingo to see if he looks like Polly. And so she can try to surmise who might actually be Polly's father.
I don't know if there's a role for Jerry Springer paternity test, but I'm gonna guess it's insight.
Insight, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Something
At
never
least it's
seen
not a
on Jerry
hands-on
Springer.
investigation.
Yeah, you're not using tools to investigate, so I'm gonna call this one as no, you have no friggin' clue. I mean, clearly, even though one is a halfling and one is a half-elf, Polly's human. So nothing quite adds up. And did you go to the Claudia Baron Liebhauer College of Genetic Engineering at any point that I missed on your character background?
Is that sarcasm?
You failed your insight roll, so no.
Yeah, no. she has no clue. So she decides she's going to take a small, drop of her drink.
Make your DC 10, please. Constitution
Okay.
save.
Oopsies.
Welcome to Badger Fantasy Island.
Claudia rolls a 2.
You rolled a D10 by mistake.
Oopsies.
You need to do a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 10. You just have to beat 10.
6.
Nope. You have joined Badger Fantasy Island, as there are now 3 drunk as a skunk ladies at the bar.
I feel better now, though.
You do. Everyone feels great. I mean, for a moment, Elizabeth probably saw stars.
Stars are beautiful.
Okay, so 3 people are drunk. Malibu, you're one of the few sober. You are holding Fanny. Billy is staring at you incredulously like, what is going on here? And there has been mention of a badger, and he's worried about his daughters.
Okay. Now, isn't Fanny his daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
But Fanny is his daughter, but Bella is also his daughter, and she's the one missing.
She's the one that got stolen.
Yes. According to Claudia and Ella's recap. But they're probably now both too far gone to clarify.
So, and Fanny is a halfling?
Mm-mm. Fanny and Bella are both human.
Okay. I hand Fanny to Fandingo and say, would you take her to her room so that she can calm down?
Absolutely.
Right?
I absolutely.
Thank you.
I'll be happy to lift this burden from your shoulders because I'm a giver.
Thank you. Yes, go help give to Fanny and help her out, and then
Are
then
you
I'll go
sure
back
that's,
over.
that's safe and wise? Like, he's a bard, and I have heard that bards have salacious reputations, and my Fanny is an innocent young maid.
Ella just kind of slurs, go ahead and give it to her good.
Alrighty then.
And Malibu's like, no, he is a paragon of virtue.
I want to see
He's
that
my friend's
persuasion.
dad.
Where's the lie for your teeth roll?
More like a parody of virtue.
Yeah, I want to hear this, and I want to see a roll of the gods to convince anyone that Fandingo is a paragon of virtue. Come on, go ahead.
All right,
Malibu,
do you
No, I want
persuade
you to say
first
it.
or roll first?
Oh, you gotta speak
You want me to
first,
say
and
it?
then we're gonna roll to see
Okay.
how it plays.
Okay. It's killing her because she knows better. But anyway, she says, he is a paragon of virtue. His songs bring joy to people, and he would never put that in danger. He is only here to help make everything better. And there was a robbery. While you were in the back, an invisible thief came in and stole the money from the register, and poor Fanny is so upset, and we were trying to help her, and that's why Fandingo is going to take her so that she can lay down and rest and get over the fear of this robbery, and you and we can sit down and try to figure out where this invisible thief came from and where he went with the money that he owes you, because that was just wrong.
And you honestly expect me to believe this? You may roll now.
Look at my friend in the corner. Look what he did to my friend. The thief, not Fandingo.
Make the roll.
Okay.
Let's see this persuasion.
Persuasion.
Why, yes.
Boogity.
You have the face of an angel. However could I doubt the virtue of such a man? I hope he will take good care of my daughter.
He will.
Yeah.
He will.
Yeah, he will.
Okay.
And now let's sit down over a drink and talk about where this thief might have come from and how we can chase him down and get your money back.
I'm just going ahead and moving tokens into the Bounce Chicka Wow Wow suite.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
that's
Ella's
Malibu's
just gonna
turn.
sit there drunk and humming about brown chickens and brown cows.
Drunk queens. Can you, Ella? You can make a perception check with like disadvantage.
Okay. 19.
I'm exhausted, y'all.
Fuck. Oh, sorry. DM should not comment. For once, it seems like you actually notice things better while intoxicated. Fanny's, the outline of her is actually getting more faded. And it looks like she's starting to sink in the floor. Or maybe it's just that her feet have disappeared.
I'm gonna squint at her and be like, hey, Polly, try to float now. You ain't got no feet.
My boots!
Bete, it's your turn.
How conscious am I?
Somewhere in the state of teacher, in midterms, who's had no help.
Then I can reach up on the bar and go for the next shot.
All right. Make a Constitution save at disadvantage. Oh yeah, you are definitely in Badgerland.
La-di-da-di-da.
You're feeling great.
I start to sing sea shanties.
You can also make a perception check at disadvantage. I know how great both you and Ella usually are at these.
I still get a 19.
Oh my god. Okay, new rule. Get yourself shit-faced up. You too notice that now Polly seems even less there than she was before, as soon as Fandingo left with Fanny.
Paul, you need to come drink some of this so you can go to Badgerland with us.
I don't think it's a good thing that she's getting lighter. Do you?
Huh.
Maybe she's already on her way to Badger Fantasy Island.
Oh.
Seems as
chicken,
logical as anything
brown
in your
cow.
shit-faced state.
What do you think, guys? Was it a bad thing that they went off to the other room?
The
I mean,
sober
we
people.
could go join them.
Honey
Okay,
Yes,
is like
let's do that.
slapping your cheek and points to Polly. Polly, it's your turn. You feel a bit weaker, a little less corporeal than before, and your feet are indeed missing.
Those were my favorite boots.
Just gone. You also take 2 points of damage.
I'm dying.
You do indeed feel like you might not be dying, more like unmaking.
I'm dying without my boots. Are there at least still sparkles in my hair?
No.
Polly's just gonna
You
break down in tears in the corner.
Oh God.
The sparkles
Well.
in my hair are gone. And start just crying.
We need to go rescue. What's her name? She can't go to Fantasy Island. I can't think of her name.
But saying those words, Ellis says the words, "We need to save Bella." One of your boots reappears, Polly.
What did you just do?
You got one foot.
Her other foot appears
Start
when
hopping.
you say that.
Start hopping.
We need to go stop Sunny and Duolingo.
We gotta go save her. I don't remember her name, but we gotta go save her.
I like Shiny
Now
and Chair.
Guess what time it is? Meanwhile, in the suite, Fandingo, you have a pliable, willing, crying woman flopped against you going, "Oh, I'm so ruined. I should be ruined more."
Well, okay. I can't imagine that. Look, why don't we sit down here on the bed? And Fandingo will sit on the bed and pat the bed next to him.
Fanny has leaned against you. Gone, "Oh no, I can't believe this has happened to me. Whatever will I do now?"
Fandingo wants to roll, I don't know, something that would say, you know, when the bitchy sister left, Polly went translucent. Maybe the bitchy sister is the one I'm supposed to bang.
So we're talking about you need to actually tap into your inner little Fandingo and see if truly it is the bigger brain on.
There's no fucking question.
He's gonna tap little Fandingo.
All right, let's follow the boner of destiny. And insight. Let's start with insight.
How about survival?
It's not your survival. It's Polly's. Do you actually care?
Yeah. Insight is a 10.
I'll allow your penis to make a wisdom save. I will give you advantage because, as you said, it's the smartest part of Fandingo's body.
Oh, well, if I get advantage, then that was a 15.
Yeah, no, that was for you. This is your penis's roll, so wisdom save.
All right. It is my schlong. Can it be a charisma save?
Okay, I'll give it to you. Holy Hannah! You ever had that moment where you feel like the heavens have opened up and a light has shone perfectly through the window of this bedroom right upon thy crotch, and it goes, "I'm not into this one." Clearly, something is up. Because it's not like
It's the penis of destiny.
the penis of destiny has spoken, and it's just not rising to this particular occasion, and that tells you deep in your soul that something is wrong, and you may actually have to talk to the others and figure something out. Or you could just shag her anyway and not tell anyone. It's your call.
No.
Decisions.
So literally-
Decisions.
It seems to have
I've
spoken.
made a strong career. I've made a strong career out of listening to my penis.
Yes.
So, all right. Hey, Fanny.
Yes. As her,
Why don't
she's got a strap falling off her shoulder.
I got a whiz? So why don't you get all ready and get under the covers and get nice and snuggly, and just hang out here and wait for me while I go pee? All right?
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Fandingo's gonna head back into the bar,
All right.
vowing never to speak of this.
Why do I imagine him like humming the bars of "Tell me how to say no to this" from Hamilton?
All right. Fandingo has here. Claudia, Fandingo's come back awfully quick.
How drunk is Claudia at this point? And is she one of those drunks who has brilliant ideas?
I don't know. Try me. What do you think?
Claudia is going to look up all of a sudden and say, "Oh my God, Cunnilingual has to bang both sisters."
Wait, what?
The universe just coughed. Take inspiration. Claudia, just take inspiration for the rest of the session.
I could use that in real life.
We don't kink shame. Well, the Claudia has spoken. Did everyone dump their intelligence stat? But yes, as Fandingo reappears, Polly starts sparkling again.
I mean, look, that happens whenever Fandingo walks into a room. Somebody starts to sparkle.
Claudia, you have seen that Polly started to sparkle when Fandingo came back in the room, obviously too quick even for an elf to have gotten lucky.
Okay. So I think even she notices that Polly sparkles the more Fandingo, the distance between Fandingo and Fanny is.
Correct, but she did get her feet back after the drunk twins said we should rescue Bella.
Ugh, crap. All right. Honey, you're a badger. How do we get this other badger back?
The honey actually looks genuinely like wobbly-eyed that somebody thought to ask a badger about fellow badgerdom. Meanwhile, Billy
Give
is
us
just...
some of your fart magic.
Wait, aren't we already in a badger fart? If we go in another badger fart, is that like a fourth wall break behind fourth wall?
That's fartception.
Yes, yes.
That is fartception.
It's fartception.
Yep. Well, words I never thought I'd say. Are you going to attempt fartception, or are you just gonna, like, maybe ask the mayor about the badger or anything?
Well, does Honey answer Claudia?
Mostly he's looking, and you notice that he's pawed one of the shots.
Pawed one of the shots.
You know, it sounds suspiciously like you're trying to guide us towards intelligence and research, and you should know that that's just not our bag.
Well, no. I mean, literally right now, the badger's more interested in knocking the shots over because it's fun and it makes clink clink noises.
Oh. I thought he wanted to drink himself into a stupor as well because we're so effing stupid.
No,
don't
project. He wanted us to drink.
Don't project the DM's wishes upon the badger.
So we just gotta go find what's her face. Grab the owl and let's go find what's her face.
Meanwhile, Billy's like, "What's going on? Where's my? Is Fanny okay?" He looks visibly relieved that Fandingo has come back quickly and fully clothed.
Hey, dude, how do we get the werebadger back? Because that's who has your shiny daughter. The one in the...
You mean that the legendary werebadger of Billy's Hills has appeared? But he only appears in times of great and apparently tries to steal the most beautiful maidens in all the village.
I think you guys should be insulted. I'm not.
I am.
I'm not, but you should be.
You know, the
I'm not.
most
I
pure
like a
and
stolen
virtuous who've never been touched by a man.
Well, with the attitude she was displaying, that tracks.
Wait, we've never been what by a man?
Most pure and virtuous, never been touched by a man.
I mean,
Oh.
I don't believe Claudia has.
I don't think Malibu has.
I mean,
I mean, you can see that Billy looks a bit relieved and went, "Oh, thank goodness she got kidnapped. That means she's still pure."
That's freaking barbaric.
When we come back, we're going to have a long chat about sexism
and the patriarchy
and virginity and the construct of such. But right now, we need to go find Bella.
Yeah, dude. I don't even know what most of the words she said mean, and I think you're full of shit.
I just am trying to look on the bright side. I don't know, but perhaps the village elder, he might know more. He's an expert in the magic of the village.
Where is he?
Well, he's usually around the town square. He likes to talk a lot. He's a bit of a tortoise, though. It's hard to get him focused.
Oh, shoot. We know this guy.
You mean like...
Wait,
you mean
he's
literally.
an actual tortoise.
Yes, he's literally a tortoise.
We met one.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Son of a...
You guys vote for that idiot?
Well, he's the village elder. He's the eldest. We didn't vote for him. He just outlived everybody.
If none of you killed him, that's tacit voting for his survival.
All right, come on, Feathers. Let's go find this guy.
We don't just murder people who annoy us. What kind of savages do you think we are?
Normal people. Are you implying that it's not normal to murder or set on fire everyone who annoys you?
Yes, that's very
Well,
abnormal. We prefer to settle
What about
our different...
setting on fire people you like?
Oh
Is
no,
that okay?
That's a sign of love.
we never set anyone
Yeah.
on fire. We
That's
believe in
probably
talking
sound.
through our problems and settling things intelligently and peacefully.
You know what I think? I think a tortoiseshell would make a fantastic hat.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go check it out and see.
Woo!
So are you guys all going to actually leave the bar and go look for the tortoise man?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything left on the orc smasher tablet?
But we also have to find the invisible thief who has ruined my daughter's life. If she loses this job, who knows, my wife might disown her.
Look, buddy, one thing at a time here, Claudia says.
We can only focus on one goal at a time, and that's if we're lucky.
Am I capable of leaving the bar?
With assistance.
Ella will help you. We'll lean against each other and wobble out.
Yeah. We'll do the monkey walk. So is there alcohol still on the orc smasher platter?
Yeah, there's still plenty of alcohol.
I grab one to go.
Other than the ones that
Okay.
Honey. Oh God.
Yeah. Malibu walks over and takes a couple shots and then says, "Let's go."
Okay, you are actually leaving a bar voluntarily. Hold, please. I wasn't prepared for that. It just takes a second.
Look, setting it on fire is still on the table.
Let me know if you could
can do
also
that later.
see the new map.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you are now outside of the bar in the happy little village of Billy's Hills.
Look for a tortoise.
I mean, it's not like you move very fast.
Here, Sheldon.
Did I hear my name? There's a little
Sheldon.
there's a little tortoise peeking between the two houses nearby. Can you see my ping?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
He's kind of like, oh, hello, strange people.
Hey, tell you what, we'll meet you in the middle, but we got some questions about your werebadger tank top guy.
Oh, the werebadger of Billy's Hills. Oh, the legend says that he steals the fairest of maidens.
And then...
He just steals them. They're never seen again.
We got ours back. I pointed Ella.
Claudia would like to sidle up to him and caress the top of his shell.
You got. He looks at you a bit strangely. Like, is there something I can help you with, miss? I remember back when I was a youth, crawling along the shores of Testeros, seeing far and wide the great things of our village. What was I saying again?
Ella's gonna whisper to Claudia, "You can't steal it until we get the information we need."
Okay, got it.
So what happened? All right, so your fairest and purest are gone forever. Any idea where?
No, there is an old ruins at the edge of town that no one goes near because it's surrounded by monsters. That's about the only place I can think of. But,
Yeah,
monsters.
seems a likely suspect.
All right, fine.
It's that, or there is a pirate cove that has many young dashing men going in and out frequently. But I don't know why the ladies would go there.
I'm sure you don't.
I think we should check that pirate cove out, just to be sure that no ladies would ever go near. Who's with me?
Sunshine, I've explored plenty of pirate coves in my day. And it's every bit as much fun as you think it is. But I think we might need to go cave diving first. I'm not saying pirate cove is completely off the table. So
I do need Polly back in corporeal
At
form.
least she has feet again. And
apparently I have
she
to bang,
does.
and apparently I have to bang her aunt instead of her mom.
When you say that,
Let's get this.
a little bit of color returns to Polly.
Let's go find this woman. Hurry.
Time for Fandingo to play Pork the Paladin.
And on that note, I think that's where we'll go. Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, we ain't getting better than that outro line.
No.
Pork the Paladin, really?
Pork the Paladin, save the bard.
Oh my god.
That needs
that's
to
a
be the
t-shirt.
title of the episode.
We need that t-shirt.
Yeah. And it needs to have bacon on it.
It does. It does.
No, it just needs Polly's face.
Pork the Paladin, save the bard. Oh my god. So tune in next week to find out. Will Fandingo finally follow the stiffy of destiny and shag the right woman in Polly's life so that she can continue to exist in this tragic tale of backwoods to the future? Dun dun dun. But never fear.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da-da-da.
We didn't say we didn't say Fandingo couldn't bang the mom. He just has to bang the paladin.
I mean, you just gotta do it in the right order.
Yeah. It's not like It's not like it's a no.
Musical
It's not right
shagging.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain Fanny's not going anywhere.
She did not seem like she was ready to run.
Nope.
Dear Lord. Okay, people. Oh, please. I know that our adventure has ended, and perhaps the DM is indeed drinking after all of this. But tell me truly, are we done for the day, or do we have some questions from our fine, fine viewers in order to keep going on this lovely game day?
We do. We have some questions that are actually on the Jane's Discord board or channel. I know.
We're gonna do that, and we're gonna
Our own question.
we're gonna make
From our Patreon patrons.
we gonna make Fandingo stick along and answer too, aren't we?
This one he might skip. This one is from Zach of All Trades, who asks, how did you guys end up getting involved with the crew of degenerates known as Authors and Dragons?
Can I go first?
Yes, please.
They subjected me to shingles and taught me all about sex toys.
You're saying you learned about sex toys from shingles?
Yes.
Yeah,
She learned more than she knew before.
yeah. I've learned so many new things.
Let's put it this way and say that Melissa's worldview expanded exponentially upon editing shingles.
Yes.
I'm sorry for Bukake.
No, you're not.
None of y'all sorry for anything.
Never apologize for Bukake.
Okay.
I have a funny bukkake story, but I'll save it.
I met.
I mean, I'm not apologizing for pegging.
I did learn that one
How
too.
did Emily get all stuck in this? I want to hear.
I met Bevan first. We were talking about advertising, and then I
Like
met
a normal conversation between writing professionals?
Yeah, pretty strange, huh? And then he said, "Hey, I'm on this weird podcast. I don't think anybody's going to ever listen to it, but you should check it out so we have at least one listener." And then and then I was chatting with Steve, and he's like, "Oh, hey, you should come and DM an episode," which I did, even though I'd never ever played Dungeons and Dragons ever before in my life, and thus was born the episode with Brandon humping the tree. So that's
pretty epic.
That's my origin story.
Epic.
How about you, Teresa?
Well, I've always been at least a semi-casual writer, so, when I moved to North Carolina, I found out there were these things called conventions, and I started going to them, and there was this one big dude that was really intimidating, and he had another big bald friend dude, and they seemed to know a lot about writing, so I basically kind of went from panel to panel to panel, and then the one hairy big dude kept talking more and more about writing, and I realized he actually kind of knew what the fuck he was talking about, so I was listening to him, and I stalked his circle of friends and eventually became incorporated into it, and then John and I became friends, and I got into Falstaff, and we were listening to the A&D, and then I think Facebook groups happened, and Rachel put out a call saying, "Hey, ladies who play D&D and are funny, hit me up." And that's how it happened.
Oh dear.
Yay.
How about you, Sue?
So back many, many years ago, I started hanging out with Rick online. And actually, Rick and a guy named Nick Olivo we kind of chatted a lot, and Nick was involved with Authors and Dragons a little bit at the beginning. He was a fan, and I think he DM'd once, and so he had me, tune in, and that's when I started listening to it, and then I joined Rick's group on Facebook, and I just kind of I guess got caught in the riptide of this whole event.
You mean I lassoed you and dragged you kicking and screaming?
I'm just saying it became more and more intense, and then we started gaming together, so Rachel knew me from that, and then, she did lasso me at that point.
I did.
Potato.
Of course, Misty, you can go. How did you get involved?
Okay. Well, John and I have known each other for years and years and years. And we went out to lunch one day, and he told me, "Hey, there's this cool thing I'm getting ready to do. You'll love it. I'm going to be on a podcast. We're going to play D&D and let people listen to it." And I said, "Oh, yeah, that'll be awesome. I'll listen to you." And then, became a fan of the show and enjoyed it a lot. And then saw your call
post.
for people to play.
The infamous post.
Yes, and thought, well, I'm not funny, so I won't answer this. And then, but I was, totally FOMO the whole time because I love to play, and I didn't want to be left out. But I wasn't a comedy writer. I
said to yourself, "I'm not funny." You actually said that.
And then
you don't talk to yourself very much, do you?
Far more than I ought to. I should just shut up. But anyway, Rachel finally got in touch and said, "You DM'd for them once, right?" And I said, "Maybe." And she said, "You want to again?" And I said, "God, no." And she said, "Okay." I said, "I'd rather play." And then all of a sudden I was playing.
Basically, the lasso came out again.
Yeah, the lasso came out, and I ditched it sideways, but I ended up in the corral anyhow.
See, I ended up, obviously, I wrote comedy initially, comedy and vampires, and when I first started, there were very few comedy vampire writers, and I emailed this Mr. Gualteri guy very, very, humbly, and long story short, I ended up a moderator in his group, and then he introduced me to these Authors and Dragons people, and I made the mistake of mentioning that one day we should torment Steve by having an all-girls reboot of Authors and Dragons. And in true fashion, she who said it had to make it happen, and thus I ended up DMing this group, and I think we can sum up that most of this is John's fault because he's here to blame.
This is the one time that it's more John than Steve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although it is
That has
Steve's
to be a
fault that I
record.
had the idea because of
Exactly.
the legendary ragging on Ghostbusters 2016. So we are here because of that taunt.
Yeah, but Emily can also attest to the power of coming up with a great idea and then everybody looking at you and saying, yeah, that sounds great, go for it.
I made it
That's how-
happen, didn't I?
That's how the Fandingo Chronicles happened, was Emily said, when are you going to write this? I said, never, but you can.
And yeah, I remember you staring right at us at the Authors and Dragons thing. I'm like, yeah, it's one of us. I think it's you, Emily.
Yeah,
And
it's
it
like,
ended up
is he
being
looking
Emily.
at us? Why is he looking at us?
He's looking at us.
All right.
Yep.
Are you ready for the next question? I think maybe just one more for tonight.
Yeah, I think it's a good one because we had a really good question.
Okay, here is one question from Aaron Tiggy. Are any of you planning on having Kindle Vella stories? Maybe do a shingles that way or anything else? Maybe we could start with John on this one.
Is that because I'm the publisher nerd or because you know I have opinions on Kindle Vella?
Both.
So, we've seen that question at Falstaff, and our company answer is no. Because, from my perspective, one, I don't want to be an early adopter on anything in the publishing industry again. I've done it many moons ago. It's a pain in the ass. It sucks. Let other people figure things out for 6 or 9 months, and then we'll see if I'm interested. But with Vela particularly, I don't have a good grasp on how the money works and how it seems like it's designed to be a lot of microtransactions of you buying
Yes.
credits, and pieces of credits go for pieces of works, and it's similar to Kindle Unlimited where you get paid out of the pool from everybody that buys credits or whatever. So, like, the value of a credit cut on your end, on the payout end, doesn't seem like it's real locked in stone. So, I am watching, and I certainly won't be committing to doing anything there for the first year, because it's going to take that long for them to figure out how to make it all work.
We're also scared they might drop it like Kindle Worlds and some other things. Or Kindle Press.
Anybody
Cries an
else?
imprint.
Anybody else here considering it?
I got to
Considering it.
If I were more consistent, maybe, but I lose interest in things fairly quickly, so I'm afraid that I'd get like 2 episodes written and then just completely lose interest in the story. So if I ever did it, I would have to have the whole thing done and then post it regularly.
That's a good point.
I think I'm much the same. Damn ADHD.
If I don't write the stuff I owe John first, he'll murder me.
Yeah,
I still have
No,
3 more books on
he
my
won't
contract.
murder
Almost-
you.
Almost everyone on the podcast can respond with that.
this is true.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, that I have finally found my momentum again, and I'm starting to finish things. And so I'm going to ride that momentum while it exists and try to finish as many things as possible and get them turned in before I think about anything new and different.
I will say,
Melissa.
though, there might be something new and different for the whole Calamity Janes. So we can just tease that and not give too much more. It's like the goat. We don't talk about it.
Yes.
Yet.
No,
Shh. Shh.
yeah.
But definitely there are some serial plans. We just don't know exactly how they're going to work out.
I like Fruit Loops.
Captain Crunch.
I'm more of a Honey Nut Cheerios gal.
Ooh, the multi-grain Cheerios are
I
really
think
good.
they've gotten rid of my
Which
cereal.
You know, for like 10 seconds, I was like, what the hell are they talking about Fruit Loops for?
Yes.
I got it. I'm sorry.
Special,
Oh, God.
special K,
Thank you, Teresa, because I was
Special
in
K blueberry and lemon yogurt lumps.
Ew! Lemon yogurt lumps?
I don't want to know
Yeah, they're
about
little
yogurt
lumps of-
lumps. I'm lactose
They're-
intolerant.
No, they're little lemon yogurt lumps, and they're really good. But I have a feeling that they're not making that cereal anymore because I liked it, and that happens every time.
So
I
now
like
we have to
something.
find
Yogurt
lemon
has
yogurt
lumps,
lumps.
you might want to check the expiration
Yeah.
date.
No, they're they're little yogurt lumps in the cereal.
Everybody
They're
say
dry.
that
worse.
3 times really fast.
lemon
Little
yogurt lumps.
lemon yogurt
Lemon
Hard pass.
Little
All I
lemon
wanna know
yogurt
is
lumps.
where's the
Stunner was
t-shirt
good.
for Pork the Paladin Save the Bard? Like, we need this. Post-haste, don't we?
Little lemon yogurt.
Lemon yogurt lumps.
I can say it, and I've been drinking. I can probably say it because I've been
I
drinking.
need more alcohol to deal with. Alrighty then. Do we have anything else, or are we free to go and drink ourselves into a stupor and ponder what next will happen as Operation Get Fango laid correctly?
Dun dun dun.
Do it correctly once, and as incorrectly as you want every other time.
It is sad to think that the universe as we know it may depend on Fandingo banging someone. The pressure.
I mean, you
I
gotta
don't know
count
about
on
the
something.
universe, but definitely our bard.
The only other more sure thing would be Fandingo setting something on fire.
Maybe this is
If both
You can do them
happen-
simultaneously.
Whoa.
Not advised. It's not as much fun as you think it would be. Because everybody gets all confused and you're trying to...
But then the sprinklers turn on and life is awesome.
And there's the running and the screaming.
God, now I've got to look up the mechanics of fireball sex, just in case.
Yeah,
If it burns, there's a
I
problem.
know. I was just thinking if he's setting
Yeah.
the fanny on fire, then we got issues here.
Maybe it's more of a metaphorical fire, like burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno.
Hey, Boo.
Did you already take us out,
Pretty
Rachel?
much
Or
down
are
there
we
just
still...
wrapping up.
I will take us out. I think we definitely need
Please
to be
take
taken
us
out. So
out.
stay tuned next week as we delve way too much into Fandingo's sex life. These are the days of our lives and the Calamity Janes. Bye.
Bye.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
All right, let's follow the boner of destiny.